First and foremost, I want to say congratulations. Let me just tell you, on February 14th, I will be the first one in line to see this movie again.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is so good.
Thank you.
Visually stunning. The 3D is it's flawless. Everything was perfect. Now, I know this has been in development for a long time. Now you finally get to see it. Is it what you expected it to be?
You know what, honestly, I think Jim will tell you the same thing. It's more than we ever expected it to be. It's more on a visual spectacle. It's more on an emotional spectacle. And that's because of her. Rosa
100%.
grounds this thing, and she creates an accessible character that takes you on a journey against this incredibly vast cinematic tableau.
Is this real life?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it from your point of view. I'd be like, whoa.
One thing I love about this is that Alita's relatable on so many different levels to everybody. I want to be Alita. I mean, she's such a badass character. And she's a cyborg, but she's defined by her human interaction. So what's Alita's assets and what's her biggest challenges?
Alita's biggest asset is the way that she sees the world. She sees the world, especially in the beginning, she sees the world with such purity, and she's not afraid to be vulnerable, which I think is the most human quality. When she asks Hugo on the kissing bridge, which I call it the kissing bridge, we call it the kissing bridge, when she asks him, does it bother you that I'm not completely human? That's the most heartbreaking scene in the movie for me, because it's less about his answer. He says yes, but it's more about her asking. That is so human. So I think at once her humanity is her biggest asset and her biggest, downfall. She's really wrestling with both sides of herself. She's giving in to the humanity, but her warrior past, it has no, even Zapan says it to her, and it's kind of foreshadowing, a sign of telling, where he says, there's no love, and there's no crying in baseball.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no emotion for a hunter warrior in Iron City. There's no room for that here, and I think that's the biggest thing that she wrestles with towards the end. I like what Jim says about her. When he went to go meet Kishiro, he said, I see her as a Joan of Arc character. And Kishiro was like, no. Ronin. She's a Ronin.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what I like about her.
Robert, for you, I know that you adapted James's original screenplay, and I heard that there was 1,000 pages of notes and you got back 600 or something.
Yeah.
But I gotta ask, because I heard you pretty much built the Iron City in your backyard.
Yeah, just like this. I mean, we built
Awesome.
it there. And I got that from him. He told me, because my stuff tends to be really whimsical, all my movies, because I started as a cartoonist. He started as an illustrator. It's more realistic. And all his movies are rendered more realistically. And he told me that for him, sci-fi and fantasy particularly have to be really grounded and very real, or you don't buy the fantasy. So I thought, well, I don't want to shoot green screen. I don't want it to have this layer of artifice. Oh, that would be cool,
Sure.
to bring a manga to life and have it feel like a manga, living manga. It would not feel real. So I wanted to have real sets, real locations, real actors around her, real orange that she bites. So you really believe her. And he's right. That's why you buy the fantasy, because it's so grounded. For a movie that's 600 years in the future, you feel like you can relate to it.
100%.
And you don't feel like it's foreign and cold and dystopian. You actually see it more through her eyes. He was totally right.